In a previous video, we discussed how to solve one-step equations using addition and subtraction. Today, we're going to talk about multiplication and division. With addition and subtraction, we're creating zeros to isolate a variable, x in this case. With multiplication and division, our identity, the way we isolate a variable, is by creating a 1. If we have 4 x's equal to 20, we want to divide by what was being multiplied. Dividing by 4 here allows us to say that 1x equals 20 divided by 4. We have to do the same thing to both sides because that's what this symbol means. It means equality. So whatever we do on one side, we have to do to the other, or else the integrity of the equation is lost. We have 1x is equivalent to 5, which is why we can say x equals 5. We look backwards and say, if I replace this x with a 5, 4 times 5 equals 20. To create a 1 here, we have to divide by what was being multiplied, by 2. We now have 1x. We have to do the same thing over here. To be equal, equals 9. X equals 9. 2 times 9 is 18. Really quickly over here, we divide by 12. We ask ourselves, how many 12s can go inside of 60? We have 1x here. A lot of people will cross these out to show that they're making a 1 here. 1x equals 5. And if you multiply something by 1, it's the same as leaving it isolated. X equals 5. 5 times 12 is 60. Here we're dividing x. We're cutting a variable, a number we don't know yet, into 8 pieces. And when we cut it into 8 pieces, we have 3. To undo this division, we multiply. Multiply by 8. What we have here now is x divided by 1. Instead of dividing by 8, we're dividing by 1, which is the same as leaving it isolated. Do the same thing over here. X divided by 1 equals 24, which means x equals 24. And if I put 24 as my numerator of this fraction, 24 divided by 8 equals 3. We recognize this is an operation of division, and the inverse of division is multiplication. So we're going to multiply both sides by 15. We now have x divided by 1 instead of divided by 15 is equivalent to 150. So x equals 150.